Hey guys, Tomer here and welcome to a video of Democracy 3 and specifically of the Ideological playthrough series where I play video games based on my political ideology. Yeah, I make choices based on my political ideology. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. 89% of the population will vote for us. The loyalty of our ministers is fanatical and their effectiveness is good. The Human Rights Society, an organization no one gives a shit about, is criticizing it on fucking radio. Our credit rating is worrying, but we will deal with it. The global economy is in recession, that kind of affects our GDP, but who gives a fuck? We have low GDP, low unemployment, low crime, low poverty, high education, and not so high health. A law has been proposed to regulate the fat content and nutritional value of food sold to children, including food sold in fast food restaurants and of course food served in schools. This is likely to incur costs for the food retailers. I believe in leaving law unchanged. You cannot interfere with the free market. I really don't give a shit about, not interfering in the free market. I'm in fact very much in favor of interfering in the free market. This state interfering in people's lives. Oh, that's correct. That's correct. I don't believe in the state interfering in people's lives, which is why I oppose such a law. If kids want to eat fatty junk food and the parents don't mind, then who are politicians to tell people not to eat hamburgers? Yeah, I agree. Boom. So, I've already tried to record this once before, but I made a stupid mistake and therefore, So, my popularity with liberals is rising. All of the patriots will vote for me. Look at this. All of the patriots. All of them. And look at my popularity. Fucking hell. Peak 93%. Detailed polls. Everyone's support of me has been falling. Huh. No one is cynical here. Look at, there's no cynicism. There's just a percentage of the vote. And complacency. Focus groups. Look, all of them. Look, all of them vote Liberal Nationalist. Actually, these guys don't. What? No. Party membership, the Liberal Nationalist Party. Look at Claire Mathieu. Look at all the popular measures. Look at all of them. Look at them. Like import tariffs, or creationism versus evolution, or free eye tests. Or, the alcohol law, or the space program. Look at how popular they are. These are rather unpopular, but I didn't institute these. I instituted this, and this, and what else? I instituted this. People don't really like it. Alright, I guess. Changes, compass. By turn 20, I'm here. That's about the spot I occupy in the political compass. 13% socialist, 43% liberal. See? Boom. I don't know. What should I implement? Fuck. Well, credit rating upgrade, that's good. Health is falling. 91 will vote for us. And we have a surplus of 32 billion. Are you fucking kidding me? I've implemented everything in foreign policy. I can't believe this. I don't want to tax any of this shit. There was something here I had seen that I wanted to implement. I think it's an economy. Technology grants. Here we go. Look, there are less religious people in the country, less unemployment, more technology, bigger GDP, more productivity, and capitalists are happier. What's not to like? Boom. Toxic waste dump. A proposal has been put forward to construct a major toxic waste dump in our country. This facility will be very large, potentially creating many jobs in construction, but there are concerns about its effect on the environment. I love the dump. Nobody exactly wants toxic waste in their back garden, but we would be fools to turn our backs on the economic gains from setting up this facility. Not to mention the potential jobs. Besides, we can place the dump in the countryside where the jobs are needed and the risks are few. It doesn't matter how many jobs and how much money is involved, we cannot just take the attitude of renting out our country as a rubbish pit for other nations. The effects of this toxic waste will last for generations. Is this really the legacy we want to leave to our children? To construct a major toxic waste dump in our country. So the potential creating. Are we renting out our country as a rubbish pit for other nations, or are we putting our rubbish in there? This is an important question. If we're putting our rubbish in there, then I have no issue. If we're putting other nations' rubbish in there, then these other nations can suck my fucking dick. Since it's mentioned here, I guess I'll prevent construction. Yeah. How many more turns? 18 turns. Sure, whatever. Credit rating upgraded. Unfortunately, it seems that the global economy is in deep recession and our GDP is severely reduced as a result. Deep recession. 94% would vote for me. Damn, I'm getting fucking votes. Tax evasion. Damn it. Why is income tax 50? The fuck? I don't want to lower too much. It was 56%. If this fucks up the economy, unemployment is falling. I'm gonna have an unemployment-free nation. Can you believe this? Look at this. Nobel Prize winner. The budget surplus is 10. We barely have a surplus. Appoint senior judge. One of our most senior and respected judges has died and we now need to make a choice for its replacement among the nominated candidates. This individual will sit in our courts for a very long time, so we must make the right decision. Appoint Remy Under. Remy Under has been a strong supporter of human rights, making many landmark rulings in favor of individual rights and liberties. He is also seen as being strongly pro-consumer, not afraid to challenge large corporations. Appoint Mathilde Nguyen. Nguyen? Is she Congolese or something? Mathilde Nguyen is a household name thanks to her many famous rulings concerning violent crimes and her often outspoken views on the harsh sentences that she feels should be applied to thieves, muggers and shoplifters. I don't believe in really hard sentences for these people. They're just taking they're just taking fucking items. I mean, they're harming items. They're abducting items. I mean, is that bad? I agree, it's a crime, you know. If you bought something, you own it, and no one has the right to take it from you. But they aren't hurting a person. They're hurting objects. Well, they are hurting people to a degree if it's money, for example, but I don't believe in really harsh sentences for them. I'll appoint this one. I believe in human rights, sure, and I believe in rulings in favor of individual rights and liberties. Boom. Yeah. Oh, their effectiveness is very good, and they're fanatical. That's good. 555 million. That's our surplus. Fuck. This situation is fucking me up, isn't it? It's fucking me up. How am I gonna make some money? Huh. Fracking. A new drilling technology that allows energy companies to exploit previously unreachable deposits of shale gas. The technology is relatively new and requires, okay. Fracking poses a number of dangers, not least the possibility that it is linked to earthquakes and the very real danger of contaminating the water supply, as it involves pumping huge quantities of dangerous chemicals into the rock at very high pressures. Plus, this is just another way to perpetuate our reliance on ever-dwindling supplies of climate-damaging fossil fuels. This bill will give the go-ahead to energy companies to carry out commercial-level fracking operations on our soil. This is great news for consumers. It will drive energy prices down and will reduce our dependence on foreign imports of oil and gas. Plus, it will be a boost for the economy. I have to take a decision. I have to make the decision based on the economy, don't I? I don't know what my opinion on fracking is. I've heard both arguments and I'm just undecided. But I'm in desperate need of money to keep my government afloat. Should I? Should I? Damn. It will cause earthquakes and a very danger of contaminating the water supply. No. No. 1.51 billion. Oh, deficit. It's a deficit. Fuck it. Income tax? No. Income tax? Where is income tax? No. Where the fuck is income tax? 57. Where's that other measure I made? University grants. Wait, grants for all. Okay, revert it. You know, whatever. Come on, I made another decision. Where is it? I made another decision. Barely medium. Our GDP is rising, thank God. We currently have a surplus. 21.52 billion. I'm not dropping taxes. Oh, fuck it. I saved it at the last time. Oh, me and that scientific discovery. Fucking hell. Intelligence Service reports growing concern about a relatively small extremist or religious organization known as the Crusaders of the Lord. We should keep a close eye on their activities. They are losing membership though, so that's a good thing. Alright. Oil drilling opportunity. All companies are keen to get permission to drill for oil in part of the country protected as a wildlife refuge. The oil supply under the refuge are considerable, but the drilling would have a negative impact on the environment. No, this is a wildlife refuge. I can't allow this. Oh, we saved the economy. Oh, we saved the economy. Fucking hell. Look at our GDP. Look at our GDP. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Oh man, 93% of the vote. Okay, I'm just spending the turns. I don't... Internet crime. We need to put some more money into the intelligence service. You're in the middle of your term of government and the current size of the Liberal Nationalist Party is 41 million. Our party membership is the largest by a noticeable margin. God damn. Capitalists dislike me more. Motorists dislike me, the wealthy dislike me, and the middle income dislike me. What? Middle income. Let's increase that. Let's increase it. What? It says something about scrapping. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah. Jesus. How the fuck did I do that? Software patents. Software patents are a form of intellectual property law that allows companies to protect algorithms, pieces of computer code, then implement new technologies such as a new type of translation software or a system for purchasing online. They're generally popular with big businesses, but unpopular with those who fight for a free internet and those who think that patents are far too general and stifle innovation. Allow software patents. It's essential for our digital economy that we enact laws that encourage investment in new products and technologies. Without allowing software patents, we will be opening the doors to small companies, including those from overseas, to step in and reap the benefits of large, expensive investments made by our technology firms. Nobody will invest in technology here without this kind of protection. Software patents sound reasonable until you realize they can be used to stifle competition and innovation. Few of the ideas being patented are truly original discoveries, but simply a land grab by lawyers to patent the obvious and ensure visual monopoly to the tech firms with the most lawyers. This is nothing but big business protectionism. I'm convinced more by this. I've seen it happen. I don't want monopolies. Crime and unemployment are on the rise. Fuck me. Fuck me. 9 turns. Okay, I'm gonna survive this. No, what am I doing? What are the papers? Landmine ban. We're not banning landmines. It's very easy to say we could ban the manufacture of landmines, but what's next? Stop making guns? Handcuffs? This would be a step towards dismantling our whole army industry, which would cost jobs and hurt investor confidence. It's not the job of the state to interfere in what products a company manufactures. I don't think this argument is the best you could make for this. But the first part is definitely good. Yeah, do you want to stop making guns? Handcuffs? Fucking pepper spray? What the fuck? The budget surplus is fucking tiny. Crime's on the rise. We're fighting organized crime. Obesity. I don't know. Think we'll make it. Media backlash. Well, fuck that. Economic forecast. Unfortunately, it seems that the global economy is in deep recession. For how? How does this fucking happen? Every fucking time. Oh yeah. Let's just, fucking deep recession, guys. It's a deep recession. Keep the deep recession. Fucking hell. Public smoking ban. There are a number of suspected links between smoking and poor health. Pressure groups have called for a ban on all smoking in the public as an encouragement to smokers to give up. Fuck no. The Battenberg Group. Alright. Speed limits. A major motorist pressure group has lobbied government to get the speed limits on our major roads raised. These speed limits were set many years ago. Both car speeds and braking performance have improved since then. Yeah, I'll raise them. Why not? We have a big surplus of 32 billion, thank God. Our GDP is rising. It's pretty good. I'm extraordinarily patient, provided I get my way in the end. Margaret Thatcher. Oh, I agree with you, Margaret, there. I agree with you. That's how I work as well. Corrupt socialist. A high-profile arrest and trial has taken place of a leading socialist campaigner. The campaigner has been found guilty of tax evasion and funneling money from campaign groups into a Swiss bank account. What a great socialist. What a great socialist. These are all inspired by real events. So, this has happened. The public have been thoroughly shocked, and this is likely to have a negative effect on the general perception of socialism for some time. Yeah. Why are capitalists angry at me? Socialist membership of the Socialist Party is done. Unemployment is falling, GDP is rising. Boom. Only I manage shit like this. Because I'm just fucking awesome. Unemployment keeps fucking falling. God damn. Economic forecast. The global economy is doing okay and we're in neither a boom nor a bust cycle. Great. Poll polls are optimistic. If an election was held tomorrow, we suspect we would get 77% of the... How the fuck did that fall so hard? Jesus. The budget has 53.53 surplus each quarter, which is great. Yeah, 53.53 billion. Wait. It had a message... fuck it. It had a message by Charles de Gaulle and I wanted to read it because I'm actually... I'm a fan, what can I say? I didn't like his policies, nor I didn't like his beliefs either, but he was one of the few French that wasn't fucking defeatist and actually thought of, liberating his country from the Germans. Racial profiling. No, I'm not implementing that. Secret courts. No, I'm not implementing that. Flags on every street corner. Why the fuck not? Only on major city streets. Sure. Oh, DNA database. Okay, let's see. DNA database. Police chiefs are requesting that they be allowed to build a global database of everyone's DNA to assist them in fighting crime. DNA evidence allows many previously unsolvable crimes to be tracked to the perpetrators, although there are privacy concerns. Allowed database is likely to be an invaluable weapon in the fight against crime. For too long, criminals have been able to deny responsibility for the crimes, and with DNA evidence we can substantially cut police time used to locate criminals such as murderers and rapists. Unless people have something to hide, they can't possibly oppose such a measure. I disagree with that last part, but I don't know about allowing it. This fundamental breach of our citizens' human rights. Is it? Is it? Is it? I mean... fucking allowing the police to keep your spit or your fucking some of your hair in a bag so they can fucking identify your DNA. I mean, is that really a breach of our human rights? We have to maintain individuals' presumption of innocence till proven guilty and build up... Aren't we? And building up a Big Brother style. Okay, I'll agree there. It's pretty Big Brother. Database of everyone makes us all feel like criminals. Does it? Are we really going to force our citizens to provide DNA samples to the state or face jail? Yeah, we'd have to force them. I'll prevent it. Budget's doing well, 77% of the vote. Politics is when you say you're going to do one thing while intending to do another. Then you do neither what you said nor what you intended. Saddam Hussein. I'm sure that's true for Saddam. I don't know about anyone else, but I'm sure it's true for Saddam. Alright, how many turns to go? 3 turns to go. Boom. Well, we're gonna do this. We're getting the election. Countryside access law. Much of our countryside is still privately owned, with access to walk on the land restricted by the landowners. There's a strong campaign to bring in laws forcing landowners to make their land accessible to ramblers and walkers to enjoy the countryside within certain guidelines. Block this law. Private land's private land. This is the very base of private ownership and capitalism. If the owners wish to restrict access to their lands, it's entirely up to them. It's more than a thinly disguised class war attempt by disgruntled socialists. I don't know if I agree with that. Support the law. It's crazy to have so much open and often entirely unused land in private hands while our cities are so overcrowded. This law will allow our citizens to enjoy the beauty of our countryside while retaining the final property rights and ownership privileges of the owner. It's a good compromise. I mean, you allow people to walk on it. You don't, as it says, within certain guidelines. You allow people to fucking walk on it, you know? They don't steal your shit. They don't break into your fucking house. You think they can just walk in your fucking park? You know that they can walk in your fucking in the garden in your fucking countryside mansion. You know, in your manor. They don't walk in the manor. They walk in fucking garden outside. I don't see the problem. I mean, I do see the problem to a degree, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's in the countryside, and if the land is completely unused and has nothing in it, who's gonna fault you for entering? I don't wanna solve this. Ah, fuck it, block it. 80% of the vote. Huh, interesting, that's a jump. Scientific discovery. 65.45 billion. Damn. Election is drawing near. 83% of the vote. One turn. Boom, elections. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that difference. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at the non-voters though. Damn. 17% didn't vote. 74% voted for me. 10% voted for the opposition. 99% of socialists voted for me. 89% of commuters, 90% of liberals, 63% of self-employed, 100% of the poor, and 100% of the poor voted. So all of the poor voted, and they all voted for me. Well, damn. 93% of farmers, 87% of youth, 64% of capitalists, 91% of patriots. The religious didn't even vote. I exterminated the religious. 90% of environmentalists voted for me. 82% of middle income. 95% of state employees. 0% of ethnic minorities even showed up. I exterminated them as well. Just exterminated the ethnic minorities and the religious. 93% of retired voted for me. 86% of the motorists. 97% of trade unionists. 86% of wealthy. 85% of parents. 84% of conservatives. And 88% of everyone. With the turnout of everyone being 83%. Oh man. Only 52% of the opposition showed up. And they only got 1% of that being activists. Well, I got 74% of that being activists and 90% turnout. So 6% of healthcare is down by 6%. Education's up by 14%. That's nice. Crime is down by 4%. Okay, that's small, but still. Violent crime is down by 9%, almost 10%. I mean, that's great. Poverty is down by 18%. Fucking hell. Equality is up by 3%, see? Technology is up by 25%. The working week is up by 24%, but tell me, if there was less poverty, less violent crime, less crime, more education, more equality, and more technology, would you really give a shit that, you know, your working day went from 8 hours to fucking 10 hours or something? Would you? Tell me, honestly, would you? But then again, I'm assuming people would really give a shit about the other factors when they demand an 8-hour fucking work week. 8-hour work day. The environment went down by 8%. That's not very good. Car usage went up by 14%. Okay, that's a neutral thing. Unemployment went down by 57%, more than half. It was cut by more than half. Damn. CO2 emissions went up by 20%. Who gives a fuck? Energy efficiency went up by 7%. See, we're more efficient with the energy. Foreign relations went down by 25%. Fuck anyone outside the country. International trade went down by 36%. Fuck anyone outside the country. Racial tensions went down by 43%. Yeah, me, the very divisive and racist guy who, gives a shit about border control and all that. Yeah, Yeah, that terrible person that I am, who, will definitely genocide ethnic minorities the first chance he fucking gets. That's what social justice warriors would say about me. Yeah, that guy reduced racial tensions. But then again, as I said, I might have genocided all the ethnic minorities, so there wasn't anyone to have any racial tensions with. Who knows? I mean, in the breakdown, they don't even fucking exist. Oh man. Middle earnings plus 11%. Poor earnings plus 43%. Almost doubled. I almost doubled the earnings of the poor. See, this is what happens when you close the fucking borders. The poor get higher wages. High earnings down by 10%. Okay, sure, but then again, who gives a shit if the rich lose some money, GDP up by 20% almost, 19.14%. Alcohol consumption up by 90%. Well, that's not a bad thing. Traffic congestion up by 16%. Okay, that is a bad thing. Actually 17%. It's 16.96, to be fair. Private schools went down, private pensions went down, private healthcare went down, private housing went down. See, anything private went down because the state started doing shit better. Tobacco usage went down. People aren't smoking as much. Tourism went down by only 13%, thank God. That's still big, but not that big. Currency strength went up by almost 18%. Wages went up by 19%. Legal drug consumption, by that meaning weed, went up by 18%. Well, that's not a bad thing. But look at wages going up almost fucking 20%. Currency strength going up by almost 18%. GDP going up. Poor earnings, middle earnings. Fucking unemployment going down by half. Technology going up, equality going up, poverty going down, violent crime going down, education going up, crime going down. I mean, look at all the good things I've done for this fucking country, man. I mean, I don't want to say that my policies would work in real life, because after all, this is a game, and politics is politics in the real world are much more unpredictable, and my policies would probably be much more unpredictable, and the benefits of them would be less obvious, of course. But really, I think this is a good record. I think this was a good run. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and well, have a fantastic evening, I guess. Thank you for watching. And I'm very glad to see my policies in fucking effect and working. Bye.